Plus, you won't believe where a toddler in China decided to ride his toy car. Jeremy Roth has today's. Take a look at this.
And good morning to you as you wake up with us on this beautiful Saturday morning. I have to be honest with you, it is a little chilly. I'm not really feeling my hands, and yes, I am blowing smoke bubbles. It's cold out here right now, but you know what? Our hearts are going to warm up, and you're going to warm up physically as well, because you're going to put on those layers and come on out to join us for our Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk happening in downtown Jackson here at Thalia Mara Hall.
6:07 is your time, about 61 degrees in the capital city. We have traffic and weather together for you. Take a live look here. This is I-55. Happening today, thousands of students in Madison County and Canton heading back to class this morning.
And you know what that means. Traffic, and
yes.
more traffic.
You can find more on our back to school coverage, including a list of when students in each district return to class. That's on our website, msnewsnow.com. Got your traffic and weather together now. Take a live look outside with me, I-55 at Fortification, and you can catch all of the action from Rio right here on WLDT. We have a Special Olympics section on our website, msnewsnow.com, dedicated to this year's game, so be sure to check it out. Developing right now, we're working to get details about what unfolded just outside of Lanier High School. Here's what we know. There was a brief chase, and eventually one person was placed in handcuffs and taken into custody. Okay, this is important. We want you to help your young learner cultivate his or her love for literature this summer. You are invited to attend Jackson's Summer Reading Parent Orientation, where you will learn fun, easy ways to keep your elementary age kids busy reading for summer break. We have JPS lead librarian Jeanette Wissington joining us with all the details. Good to have you here with us, Miss Jeanette.
Morning. How are you?
Great morning to you as well. So this is that time of year where, of course, educators like yourself and, of course, the entire Jackson Public School District encouraging kids to keep their nose in a book. Tell me why summer reading is so important. Felt it falling. I'm a rock star right here. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Don't miss this man and his teammates in action right here at the Capital City on January 15th. You're going to see all that happening on the stage, and that is pretty amazing. Thank you again for being here. I can do that. I'm going to do it on the break, though. Okay? Yeah.
Almost all of us are guilty of it. Heads down, chin almost touching our chest, eyes glued to our mobile devices as we surf the net. Well, here's a heads up from doctors. This bad posture could bring you some pain down the road. It's a condition called chronic cervical strain, also known as text neck.
Text neck is essentially an overuse injury, is what it is. And we've always, as a population, we've always read, and we've always looked down to read, right? Well, basically with these smartphones and everything is driven visually, we now do a lot more looking down.
Dr. Graham Calvert is a neck and back specialist at Mississippi Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. He says while older adults can suffer from it too, he's seen more recent cases of text neck in millennials.
We're totally seeing it more in young people. I mean, I see a lot of young people coming here who complain of neck pain, and it's usually very muscular-driven neck pain. It's not so much nerve pain. It's very what we call axial. When I say axial pain, it's related to the axial skeleton. So the pain is usually from the bottom of the ears and down to the shoulders and the end of the upper back.
Dr. Calvert explained how and why that pain comes about and the long-term injury it can cause.
One of the things that when we talk about text neck, or syndromes where you're putting more strain on the muscles, whenever you lean your neck forward, it gets it out of that normal lordosis, and now your neck's become straight, or what we call kyphotic, which is now it's curving forward. And that puts more strain on these muscles here. And you can see these muscles come up and they attach behind your skull, behind your ear. They come down, and these muscles are very integrated with the back muscles as well, and they come down through your shoulder.
Worse yet, young people could end up suffering from a condition more commonly associated with the elderly.
Anecdotally, we're noting as clinicians that we do see arthritis earlier and in people that shouldn't have arthritis until decades later.
And the likelihood of cell phones being the culprit causing pain isn't a stretch because
we do it all on our mobile devices. We tweet, we text, we Snapchat, Instagram, but experts are advising don't do it down here. We need to take our mobile devices to new heights, so to speak, in order to avoid getting text neck.
That goes for all necks, young and old, but it's a bit of a harder sell to most young people, especially to Clinton high schoolers Gracie Phillips and Chris Carter. Millennial rule number 1, must look cool when holding phone at all times.
No, I never just text like this.
I'm never up here with it.
I have a tendency to look down at it instead of bringing it up to my face.
Carter tries to be mindful of good neck posture, but Phillips admits she likes to keep a low profile because to her, text neck was just a made-up word anyway.
What did you think it was?
some weird term they're using, like for some type of texting that they're mad about now.
Weird? Maybe so in the eyes of millennials who undoubtedly will keep their heads buried in their phones. But text neck is definitely not just make-believe. If your youngster is complaining of symptoms that sound like text neck, Dr. Calvert recommends a couple of stretches that should help ease the pain.
One of the exercises we recommend is called neck isometric exercises, and that's strengthening your neck without moving your neck. So if I push on the side of my head like this, I'm feeling the resistance. I can feel these muscles firing, but I'm not moving my neck at all. I'm just placing a load across my neck. That's an isometric exercise, probably one of the easiest ones you can do. Other thing is stretching your neck, leaning down and kind of pulling on your neck. You're not resisting, you're just letting your neck go with the pull, and you're doing these pulls. Another thing is called chin tucks. The therapist will tell you to tuck your chin in like this, and it puts a stretch across the back of the neck. So stretching, isometric exercise is probably the two best things you can do.
A doctor's note handed down to help keep millennials' heads up. Joy Redmond, Fox 40 News.